I'm shuffling.
What's up, YouTube? Fired up people. Slim Tim, Mr. Fired Up, bringing y'all another video. As I stated in the previous videos, I've had an issue with this tank. Keep on getting cloudy, the nitrogen cycles, all that different stuff. But one thing that is going to be different when you look up, sorry about the shakiness, no tripod, is I dirted this tank. And you can't quite see over to the DVDs and read them, can you? Well, I'm starting to come to realize is I might not put enough of a layer of gravel, and it's leaching out a little bit. Like I said, it's tremendously cleared up a lot with the new Slim S20 power filter from Arena. Like I said, there's the motor inside of the tank for quieter operation. But this is how we're going to go about recapping. Usually you can remove your fish while you're doing this, but in my case, when you have about 200 or 300 red cherry shrimp, you gotta draw them out. So I went ahead and fed them, bringing them out of the woodworks, and I'm about to go ahead and start the water change. Because as you can see, they're still coming. I already rinsed up my gravel. So I'm going to put a natural brown color in there, tone down that white gravel a little bit. And I figured I'd go ahead and add a layer in this tank just to make sure there's enough in here. So, once again, draw them out with some algae wafers. And we'll layer brown gravel throughout there. Oh, look there. There's one right there on the glass. Hey, buddy. So we're going to see how many's in this tank once we're all said and done. Be right back. Alright. Got half the water out. And I went ahead and laid it on in there. So I like how it really toned it down some. You're just going to excuse the washout. But look at that. It just gave it a different appearance. So, just wanted to see how it would come out. Let's get the water change done on this tank right quick, and I'll show you how I just did all that. Alright people, here we are at the second shrimp tank. You got a handful of gravel, half water out, and basically this is about how you go just doing this. You try to make your hand the funnel, and make it go where you want it to go by just watching the placement, you know, where it's falling at. And me, I'm trying not to case my, bury my plants. And then, voila. Then go back in there, smooth it out. You're wondering why I didn't show you in the first tank, because it's very heavily planted, and I didn't know how well you could see my hand doing this right here. So I'm getting my second handful. Hold on. Gotta lift up the lid. My hand's too fat to go through there by itself. So I'm looking, let's see. I'm looking right about here. So I'm going to do an overhead view of this one. Because it's basically how I'm watching too. And then I just buried that one. Did you see that? So, what I'm going to do is, like I said, I got a little bit of a bald spot up here. I'm going to try to and there you go. Now just come back over here to the one you just buried and bury that crown or stem, whatever you got going on. And voila. All good. But look at that. Compared to that. Alright, so let me finish this one up right quick and I'll be right back. Alright, people. Got it all done. Look at that. Sorry for the duckweed. Yep. Got it smoothed out. You see, kind of got a better slope going to the back now. Got to get the filter rinsed out on this one. And here's this first shrimp tank. It's cleared up a little bit since I put everything in there. Yeah, looks much better. The one thing I had to do though, raising the gravel in the back, that intake tube didn't go up far enough, so I had to move the heater, and I don't like that. So we're going to try to plant a bunch of plants around it to hide it. But it's looking good. Gonna start filling them back up here in the next 30 minutes. Let the flourish sink in. I'll be right back when the tanks are full. Alright, people. Got water back in the tank. And it's a nice improvement. See, look at him. You see him swimming across the gravel now. Still grazing on those algae wafers, of course. Yeah. Just looks much, much better in there now. See what I mean? Look at that. Bam. Hey, look at her. Little baby. Come on, camera. See it? Yeah, one problem though. That heater would not go underneath the intake of the power filter with the gravel layer raising up in the back. So we'll have to work with it. And then down here at the second shrimp tank, looking much better too. So leave your comments down below on my fellow dirters of if you ever had this problem before of leaching dirt because you didn't cap well enough. Also too, if this was helpful in answering your question why you had that dirty water effect going on in your tank. Which I recall not too long ago I had to do it in the 55 gallon. So make sure you cap that dirt well and set up a dirty tank. Also too, rate and welcome you new subscribers. Come check us out at firedupfishtanks.ning.com. I'll see you in the chat.